folks, welcome to Calvin's Got Game. I'm Calvin.
And I'm Lewis.
And today we're continuing on our series of great games from a certain years. And today we're doing the time period of 2006 to
2010.
All right, 2006, 2010. So how I made my list. Of course, I looked at every game from 2006. Looked at the games that I played or I own or I enjoy, and I kind of compiled a list, put them in Pub Meeple, made them rank each other. You know, they fought each other out in a bracket system, and I came up with a game that for that year. Now, I did pick one from each year. So I picked one from 2006 all the way to 2010. They'll all be different years. So, with that being said, Lewis, how'd you pick yours?
Well, same thing. I did the Meeple category thing. Put all the games that I have played, owned. I might not have owned it, but I did play it.
Right.
And also put one more stipulation that would I play it again?
Oh yeah, and that's I wouldn't put a game on this list here, the 2006, 2010, because these are supposed to be great games.
Yes.
I wouldn't put them on here if I didn't want to play them again.
Right. So, and I think I did one for every year but this time.
You didn't have to, Lewis.
I never do. I don't mean to do it, but I think this time it happened.
Believe me, I know you didn't mean to.
I think this time it happened.
All right, well.
No. So
I'll let you kick us off.
Okay, so let's see. We started 2006.
Before we get started, let's tell everybody to subscribe. Hey guys, subscribe to the channel. Really need your help. I want to hit that 530 before December 31st, guys. Get me there. I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy spending time with Lewis doing this. I hope you're enjoying the channel and the content. Please comment below what you'd like to see us review or talk about, gaming with topics, possibly, if we can accommodate that. Some things, maybe we don't own the game or whatever, but if we do, we'll try to give you a comment or we'll talk about it on the channel, and we'll just kind of give a review of one board game together. We'll give our own opinions, and if I think it's trash and Lewis loves it, we'll tell you that. If Lewis thinks it's trash and I love it, he'll tell you that. So, but anyway, guys, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I appreciate every single one of you. Now, Lewis, it's all yours.
Okay. Or if you heard a game that we mentioned and want more information on it, put it in the comments, and we give you more information on this game.
Yeah, we'll show you how to play, or not show you exactly how to play. We'll go over the rules.
Yep.
We'll kind of give you an overview of the game, and maybe that'll help you decide whether you want it or not.
Yep. My first one, 2006. It is a game that not many people know about, or...
Here we go, Black Mold.
Not many people know about it, or if they did, they didn't understand how to play it and put it to the side.
Okay.
It is Avatar, the Last Airbender, the trading card game. Upper Deck Entertainment is the publisher. 2 players. Playing time does not... it does. 15 minutes.
Man, that's fast.
That is fast because you are the Avatar. If you all have followed the Avatar storyline on Nickelodeon or Netflix, it deals with characters of Aang, Zuko, Sokka, and the others, but they're having cards. They're cards. So you are building up your character with the abilities of, in the show, ability to bend elements: water, fire, air, earth. As you do this, you go up against each other, whichever element you want to fight against. You get new cards, using which ones you have. If you have enough energy to use a certain type of card. It didn't get much love when it came out. I can find it on several places for the whole box, one box for $1.
Get out of Dodge.
Yes.
It must not be that good. No, I'm just kidding.
It is.
What's it ranked on BGG?
It is ranked
If it has a rank.
Yes, it does have a rank. 22,847.
Ain't not much love, or people hadn't played it, one or the other.
Yeah, I have 3 of the sets. Couldn't find the 4th one, but I only played it twice. Once to learn how to play it, then actually built a deck and played it with someone. Unfortunately, my buddy had to move to another state, and never played it again. It takes a while to learn, and when I say learn, you give it like an hour to really understand the mechanics of the game, because there are some nuances of the game that can cancel each other out. But the artwork on the cards is nice and beautiful.
Well, it's anime, right, or something like that.
It is kind of anime. It's not from what anime from Asia is. It is original contact here in the States.
Okay.
If you know, if you're a fan from the 80s from Nickelodeon, some of the folks from Nickelodeon put their ideas in this, and they have done a good job on the card.
Okay.
But it's just Upper Deck never continued with the packs on this, so I think it only lasted about a year or 2 years on this. So my wife has yet to play this. She wants to, but
she'll beat you at it. But okay.
Yeah, she will beat me at it. I'll admit that. But it is a great game that has not got enough attention, I believe.
Well, I think it sounds a lot like Magic the Gathering to me. You build a deck, you fight one other person.
Yes.
And just like with lands or whatever, you have to have so much land to be able to cast something. And your energy in that one. So I think maybe competing against maybe Magic the Gathering might have had something to do with it.
Yeah. Magic, Pokemon. Oh, correction. Pokemon.
You must listen to me a lot saying Pokemon. I call it Pokemon all the time.
Or Versus.
What's that other one that's big out there? Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there was some
Naruto, I believe, was out there
Naruto,
too.
whatever it's called.
Naruto. Yeah. So it did have to compete with some big.
And that may be why it didn't take off. I don't know. I've never played it. Couldn't tell you. But I'm assuming that's probably what. It just didn't catch the traction.
Right.
You know, that Magic the Gathering did.
But the books and the show did, though.
Well, yeah, I remember my kids. At least my youngest son, he really enjoyed it. So, yeah. All right. That was it, Lewis? That's all you have to say about the Airbender guy. Yep. Is he the one with that red thing on his head?
Yes.
He's bald?
Yeah, he's bald. He has the that's Aang. That's Aang.
You were saying all these names while ago, and I'm like, I have no idea what he's talking about. You know, I'm an old geezer. I have no idea what that is.
It's a great... If you can envelop yourself. Because me and my wife caught on to it.
Yeah.
When I was 30 and she was 20. And we just... it pulled us in. The storyline is meant for kids.
Sure.
But as adults, you get invested on the characters.
Okay. Good character building.
Yes, it is. Very good.
All right, so my first game is called The Pillars of the Earth. It's a 2006 game by Cosmos. It's 2 to 4 players, 90 to 120 minutes to play. It is ranked 423 on BGG. In Pillars of the Earth, you are going around and you're recruiting folks to help you make things to build the cathedral in the middle, church, or whatever it is in the middle. And you're trying to score victory points. So you're recruiting these masonry folks, sand, going and gathering so much sand because you have folks that can do that. So it's an interesting game. I enjoy it. There's a book about it. I've never read the book. Couldn't tell you what the book is. So if you hear traffic going by, I apologize for that, guys. But we do live on a street. And like most people, I don't live in the street, but I live by a street. How's that? There is book series about it. There's also the Column of Fire. They're by Ken Follett, I think. Anyway, I've never read the books, have no idea what the books talk about, but the game is interesting, fun. You don't have to read the books to enjoy the games. But the Pillars of the Earth, great game if you're into worker placement, recruiting people in to build a temple in the middle of the table, build a cathedral. It's really cool.
Never have played that game. And you have talked about it enough.
I think you missed the time I brought it to game night.
Yeah, I think so. But I've heard about it, seen some playthroughs online, but never have played it. My 2007, one of the few party games I played.
Okay.
It is called I Know.
What do you know, Louis?
A lot. A 2007 game, publisher Carondale, 2 to 8 players, which can be more actually, 30 to 60 minutes play time on here. It is a trivia game.
Okay.
You can play it 2 ways. Simple, straight out trivia game. You have 4 rows with 3 columns, or 4 columns, 3 rows. Either way. You roll 2 dice. 1 die has color, 3 different colors, or 4 is blue, green, pink, and I forgot which other one, I believe. I think it might be blue. I can't remember the fourth one. Then 1 die has 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
You roll. The color will show. You pick a card that has that color on the board. You have to name what's on the card. So the cards have pictures. It might have a picture of the Starbucks image on there.
Okay.
But the answer, it might be mermaid. So it looks like the Starbucks emblem, but it's a mermaid.
So you're just supposed to name what's
on the card.
On the card that they're talking about on the logo or the picture.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So if you get it right, you bring the person takes the card, another player takes the card. Then on the number die, we'll ask you a question. There's 3 choices: a true or false, which is for ones. Number 2 is multiple choice. Number 3 is an open-end question.
An essay. I hated those. But anyway, go ahead. Multiple choice is my man.
Multiple choice asks you simple questions like what is the largest cup size at Starbucks?
Large, extra large. All that venti nonsense, keep that. I mean, I don't speak that.
And you answer it, you get it right, that's your card.
Okay.
Or open-ended, where was the first location of Starbucks?
I don't go there, so don't care.
True or false, pumpkin spice flavor is the biggest flavor of theirs.
In the season, it probably is.
Yes.
That's all you hear about is pumpkin spice when it comes fall.
So if you answer one of those questions, whichever it is, you get it right, that's your card. When you get 5 cards of one color, you win the game.
Okay, so it's a Trivial Pursuit without the board and the little pie slices.
Right.
All right.
That's the easy one.
No, there's a hard one.
The hard one is what most adults play.
Well, I like that one.
Well, hold on. You have chips.
I like that too.
So
Ruffles. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
you have poker chips.
Yeah.
Which they don't include. But they have rules on that. I know. You have to use your own poker
Come on,
chips.
if you're going to give me a game, put the crap in it I need to play the game.
Well, if you roll a 1 and you get one question, going first, you put 1 chip on there. Okay?
Okay.
So you win the question, you get 1 chip back, 1 for 1.
Okay.
Number 2 question, you put 1 chip there, you get it. You get 1 for 2.
Oh, I see what you're going down. Yeah.
Yes.
So 1 for 3, 1 for 4. Now we're playing Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll take Starbucks for 200.
but you only get 3.
Okay.
So 3 type of questions. So the harder the question, the chips. So you bet what you want. So if you bet 2 chips on one,
I'll get the multiple choice question.
no, let's say you roll a 1, and so you get the true or false question.
Okay, all right.
So, but you're gonna put 2 chips on there,
And I got a 50-50 shot to
Yes.
make it. So it's roulette at that point.
right? So you get it right. So now you get 4 chips back.
Okay, all right.
So
Interesting.
the more chips you put in, the more money you get back. At the end, the game ends when somebody has 5 of one color.
Okay.
So
But the poker chips, do they come into play as a
Yes.
tiebreaker, or is it who has the most money chip?
who has the most money at the end?
So the game ends, but the person who got 5 cards may not win.
Right. Yes. So the one that has the most money will win.
I like.
Yeah.
You
I
own
saw-
this game, Lewis?
I did.
See, now you got me all excited about a game you don't even own.
Well, I betted the game to win one of my brothers and I lost.
All right. It sounds like a very good game.
It is. It is a very good game. They have changed the cover of the game a few times. They on it. The cover I found is an older version of it, but the
It's probably the cover I'm going to find to put up on this video.
yeah.
So.
But there is different covers on that. I know, but it's a fun game. It's about 400 cards to pick from. 3 questions each, so you have about 12,000 questions.
Good deal.
Playability eventually will wear out on that.
It will. As in all trivia games.
Yes, but if you keep it out bring it out only to party games, as a party game, you will have more playability. If you don't do it only during like the holidays when you get every family members together or a big party together and you bring this out, you can play it more and more often because who will remember all the answers?
Play with old people will never remember.
Yeah. But yes, my 2007 is I Know.
Lewis, you got me all intrigued about that game. That sounds very interesting. I like. All right. Yeah, you got to talking about. I'm like, it's just a trivia game. But trivia games were huge,
Yes.
and I like trivia games. Now, it gets to show me sometimes. I like playing with partners. Like 2 people or
Yes.
3 people on a team to play trivia. Because what I don't know, Lewis may know.
Yes.
What Lewis don't know, I may know. So it helps in not feeling you're all alone and feeling stupid. Right, and we don't want anybody to feel stupid when they come to game night. We want everybody to have a good time. So
There is a version out there. I don't know for sure did they publish it or not. That was for teams. And
Well, I mean, you could play this one for team. You just put everybody on team, and everybody kind of discuss the answer before somebody shouts one out, right?
Right.
And it could work like that.
Well, it was put out there that it was going to come out with a expansion pack for teams, but it would add another 400 cards to it.
Yeah, and that's the problem with all the trivia games. You've got to have more content to be, unless you don't play it as often.
Right.
And I found that I play trivia games sometimes quite often. We'll play them back to back. So you have to watch that replayability part of it.
Yes.
You got me intrigued. All right, my next game for 2010. I'm reading the wrong thing over here. All right, is Last Night on Earth. Last Night on Earth is a 2007 game by Flying Frog Productions, 2 to 6 players, 60 to 90 minutes, and it's ranked 977 on BGG. Now, Last Night on Earth. You can play some different scenarios. There's one person who controls the zombies, so it's an all versus one game. Or you can have 2 people because there's 2 different colors of zombies. So one person can play one color zombie, one can play the other, and then you can go against everybody else. This game is a lot of fun. It's an old trope of, hey, we've got to get out of town. The zombies are coming. We've got to search these buildings to find the keys to the truck. We've got to find gas. Or there's a scenario where you got to keep everybody out of the house. You're trying to keep all the zombies out of one space, or the town square, whatever it is there on the board. it's just a lot of fun. It's a shoot 'em up, zombie killing game, and you can be killed as well and be knocked out of the game, and then you get to help with the zombies. You'll get you can team up with somebody else and play zombies too. You can say, I'll move this as I whatever. But it's a great game. I like it. Flying Frog Productions, they always have great artwork. The artwork is real life artwork. They dress up their own people in costumes and stuff. So this one I don't think is quite as like that as some of their other games, but fantastic game. Last Night on Earth, if you like a zombie one versus all with a little bit of a horror theme to it, and you want to have something that you can have a lot of fun with, I think this one would do it. So Last Night on Earth is my 2007 game.
I've seen it. Never played it though.
I have it, and one day I'll bring it up to the game store. We'll play it.
My 2008 game, which we played it, I think a couple months ago. The collector edition.
The big box edition.
Yes,
pretty one with the. I'll let you tell me what it is, and I'll let you know whether it's that.
It is Pandemic.
Yeah, it's the one with the medical box.
Yes, the medical box.
The big medical box. Love it.
2008, ZM Games publisher, 2 to 4 players, about 45 minutes to play. Pandemic. It is what the game is. There is a virus spreading out throughout the whole world.
4 viruses.
That's right. 4 viruses. Not just one, but 4.
And you can name them. I like to name them.
Yeah, but I'm going to name them weird.
No, I name them like what they really, like Black Plague and like, tularemia and viral hemorrhagic fever. I like to name them all those good games, names.
Oh, yeah, but I'll change them to something weird.
I'm sure you do. Black mold. So that's going to get me, man.
But yeah, Pandemic, you and your team, it's not a one person wins it all. It is the team has to win it.
Cooperative for sure.
And I like cooperative games that will challenge me. That if you don't work together, because you always have one person that want to be the winner, but you have to work together on this one. You have to use all your strengths, and you cannot be the one that I want to be the hero. You have to be a team player. And Pandemic shows that you have to go from one area to another area, eliminating the virus. You have characters that won't require, I think it's 4 of...
Yeah, 4 of the cards to be able to cure it.
Yes, cure it. And then you only need 3. You have somebody that can travel easily from one location to another location. Mm-hmm. You have one that can set up a
research
station. And you can trade cards, but you have to be at that city to trade cards.
One of you have to have that city card. They have to beat you there to be able to trade that card to you.
So
now there's one person that allows you to trade in a city with someone. You don't have to be in a city. So there's that, and then there's the paramedic who can cure multiple cubes of the disease at one time.
Yes,
I think it's, or he takes all of them. I think he takes every one of them.
Oh, it's all of them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it's 4 players, but you draw your characters at random. You're supposed to draw your cards You're supposed to draw it at random, so you might not get the cards that will make the playing the game easy.
That's true. You may get the what is that guy who has the walkie-talkie?
The
dispatcher.
Yeah,
hate that guy. Man, get out of here. I'm sorry.
Hey, he's important too.
Yeah, he tells people where to go. I tell him where to go.
But it's a great game, and I've played different versions of Pandemic, but never played the first one. But at Three Sons Unlimited, Christine finally got the collector edition out, the nice medical box, and it's nice, and I like it. Eventually, I'm going to buy that version if I can get my wife to play with me.
I think she would enjoy it. I really do. I think that your wife would like that one a lot.
Because being only 2 of us, most of my games are 1 player.
Yeah.
Verse has a 1 player
solo
capability.
component for
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
But yes, my 2008 board game is Pandemic.
Well, you see that game right there, Lewis, by Coma Ward? It says Pandemic Legacy.
Yes.
I'm gonna rebuy that because we started playing it, me and my kids, and they kind of just went off. So now I don't even know where we're at in the game anymore. There's some cards that are tore up in the box and stuff. So I'm gonna buy that, and I'm gonna see if I can get folks to commit to play it because it's a legacy game. You open boxes and things because if you can play each year, you'll go through January through December, and you can play each year up to twice. If you lose January, you get to play it again, but you open a box and it gives you some stuff to help you.
Okay.
And if you lose or if you win it, then you just move on to the next month. So you could possibly play the game 24 times or you can play it 12 times. So it's great, but it's very expensive. Or it was very expensive. I think it's a little cheaper now. But I'm thinking about rebuying it so we could play it as a group.
Well, me, Christine, and Dan just finished a legacy game.
There you go. The what was it called? The Descent.
Descent. We just finished it.
Well, the reason I commented so much on your Pandemic is my 2008 is Pandemic. Pandemic by Z-Man Games, like he said, 2 to 4 players, 45 minutes play, 152 ranking on BGG. Pandemic is the game that if you got kids that you play games with in your family, kids are competitive.
Yes.
They want to win, right?
Yes.
And they want to be the winner. But this kind of, and I had that problem with my 3 boys that I have. They wanted to, I'm going to be the best. Okay, we're not doing that. We're working together. You have to talk to your brother. Your brother has to share information with you. We all share information together.
Yes.
Right? And so that kind of helps with bringing your group together when you work cooperatively. And everybody wins together or everybody loses together. So if you're not being cooperative and you have that rogue person who goes, well, I'm just going to go over here. That's great, but are you helping the general?
Yes.
You're helping the whole scenario. There's 3 or 4 ways to lose Pandemic.
Yes.
And 1 way to win it. And you don't, you can eradicate the disease, which is great. You don't have to win the game, but you have to cure them all.
Yes.
You have to cure them, once you do that, if you get all the cubes off the board of that color you eradicated, and then no more of those cubes can come on the board, which is fantastic. Pandemic is a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it very much. It was one of the first games I went and bought when I got back into board gaming, along with Betrayal at House on the Hill. So I always mention Betrayal at House on the Hill as much as I can. No, Pandemic is fantastic. I think everybody should play it. I know we went through a horrible situation in 2020 to 2022, but Pandemic is a good cooperative game for those folks who like to work together. And if you haven't played it, give it a shot.
Yes.
And they have great legacy games. They got Pandemic 1, Season 0, 1, and 2. And, of course, they have multiple different Pandemics. I've owned the regular Pandemic, which I still have. I had the Reign of Cthulhu Pandemic, which was fun, but I got rid of it because it just wasn't as fun to me as regular Pandemic. And they have something Roman,
the Fall of Rome. They have a Star Wars version.
So there's a lot out there to choose from. So if you don't like the disease one, then you can pick some of the other ones that might be more your style, like the Reign of Cthulhu.
Isn't there a zombie type one, I believe?
I think that was the Reign of Cthulhu one that had those things. Yeah.
So that is.
I think. I may be wrong, but I think. So Pandemic was my 2008 game.
My 2009 game is a 2-player game. GameWorks Surreal publisher. 30 minutes to play. It is called Jupur. Nice 2-player game. A good couples game, I believe. You are dealt with cards. And you got to get sets of cards. When you get sets of cards, you turn them in, you get a token on the side. How much are those tokens worth? Nobody knows, because they're all flipped upside down.
So they have numbers on the bottom.
Yeah, on the bottom. So you get here. Now, Japan also have cameras. At any time, you can get a camel. At the end of each round, you get a camel coin. Whoever has the most camels. Those camel coins has points on them.
Interesting.
How many?
Don't know.
Don't know. At the end of 3 rounds, you flip everything. No, correction. At the end of the game, and game ends when there are 6 stacks of coins. When 3 of those stacks are completely gone, you stop the game. You flip everything over on the coins. Whoever has the most points, wins. I played with, me and Christine have played this a few times. I played with other folks. There was one person I played. He had 17 coins on his side. He really was getting as fast as possible. I had 10. I ended up winning. I ended up having all the high ones.
The higher point ones, yeah.
And he ended up having all the lower point ones.
Onesies, twosies.
Yes. So sometimes the most coins doesn't get you victory as the fewer ones that does. But you don't know. You don't know that aspect of what is underneath that coin. You don't know. And you're not supposed to look at the coin. You're just supposed to pick it up, put it down.
And so you have no idea how many points you have either.
Yeah, you don't have
I
idea.
like that.
Yeah, some folks say, "Oh, I'm going to look at it." No,
just put it over and leave it.
Put it alone, leave it alone, because that takes. Well, I have a 5 here, so do I really need to worry about those 5?
The camels right now, yeah.
No, it's the aspect of what you don't have and don't know makes the game more interesting.
Yeah, I think it would. Yes. I really do.
So my 2009 game is Jeopardy.
I'm not frozen. The video didn't freeze. I just froze. I really want to play this game. Never played it. It looks so much fun. I've seen it played on videos, and I've thought about buying it a couple times. Like, yeah, will I play it? Will my wife like it? Because that's who I'll be playing it with. And I just haven't pulled the trigger on it. So
I need to bring it next time.
Yeah, you do. I'd like to play it so that I know whether I want to put it in this massive collection or not. That I need to get rid of some of these things. But anyway,
because I do have it.
Yeah, I thought that would be a cool game. I liked it as far as the aesthetics of it and how it plays. So I thought it'd be fun. All right, my next game for 2006-2010. We're in this season right now, and it's not fall. It's the election season.
I know which one.
The game I have is called Campaign Manager 2008. Mm-hmm. This game was made in 2009. It's by Z-Man Games. I got 2 Z-Mans on here this week. It's a 2-player game. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes. It's ranked 2,343 on BGG. In Campaign Manager, you take the role of either Barack Obama or John McCain trying to run your presidential campaign. Yeah. I could put this as it's a drafting game. You can draft the cards. That you have a deck of cards. You draw 3. You keep 1. Discard the other 2. Draw 3. Keep 1. You have like a deck of like 15 or so cards, and so you'll shuffle those. You'll draw a hand of 5. You play these cards trying to swing the states over to your side. Once you get it all the way over to your side, you now can claim those electoral votes for your candidate.
Okay.
The game's really not... I know Barack Obama won that year. Mm-hmm. It's really not skewed towards one candidate or the other. It's based on how you play the cards and at what timing do you play those cards. The cool thing about it has real-time events and pictures of things that went on. Like there's a card with Hillary Clinton giving a speech for Barack Obama on a card, and she's swinging the women vote to a certain deal in a certain state. So the game is a lot of fun. It's frustrating to me when I'm trying to accomplish something and somebody sabotages my campaign, and I'm like, rah! But it is such a great game. I think they did a great job of capturing what it is to run a campaign and to run an election to get those electoral votes. It's a fantastic game. If you've never played it, you might want to give it a try. And I know we're in the election season. Voting day is coming up very soon. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican. It doesn't matter to me. Just, I think it's important that we all vote.
Yes.
And if you don't vote, then maybe it was your fault. You didn't get what you wanted. I don't know. But I think everybody should vote. And like I said, don't care which side you vote for. That's up to you. But in Campaign Manager, about 50-50. I've played it multiple times, and sometimes Barack Obama wins that election year. Sometimes they don't. John McCain wins it. So it's a lot of fun to play with that historical aspect of the game, and it is quite fun. So Campaign Manager is my 2009 game.
That's another one I was looking to purchase it.
You could have got it very cheap at Ollie's back not too long ago. I don't even know if they have any more copies. It was like $8.
Yeah, $8.
It was cheap, but it's such a fun game. I bought mine when it was more expensive, but I've enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun, and what's really cool is you have this track up there to the 270 votes, right?
Yeah, 270 votes.
And each state has their own little token with how many electoral votes, how long it is.
Yes.
And so you put them on that track, and you can see your votes going up and up, and you go, I'm about to get there, right? And then somebody will win the next state that you were really wanting to push you over the edge. Yep. Right? And so now you got to work harder to get this other state that you weren't thinking that you thought you were going to win, right? So it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it.
Well, my last one, which is 2010, is, we have said it before, I think we both have played this, is Survivor Escape from Atlantis.
Yeah.
However, this is the 2010 version, which is...
that's when it first came out.
No, there was another one before that.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, that was. This is the more modern one.
Okay.
Modern pieces, like let me just say. Yeah. 2010 Stronghold Games. 2 to 4 players, about 45 to 60 minutes to play. You are on the island of Atlantis. It is sinking. You need to get off of there. You and your buddies. However, it's not only you, it's everybody else got to get off of there. Every turn, there's going to be land disappearing.
And chaos.
Yes. And in the water, there are creatures that wants to eat you.
Sharks, whales, and something
else.
I can't remember what else.
So, if you fall in the water, you're not dead. You can still make it.
You're treading water.
But it takes you longer to get there. I've played the game where somebody got in the water. They literally jumped off the boat so it won't hurt them and swam to the nearest land. It might have not been with your group, but you got there. On the bottom, though, of each of your little people are points. And you don't know how many points there are. So you're not supposed to know how many points there are.
They fall over a lot.
So you got to get your people there, not knowing how many points there are. If they fall over, try not to see what it is. Because you're really not supposed to leave nobody behind.
Yeah. That one guy's got a 1. He's gone. I'm leaving him there.
Of course you would.
Nah, I don't need you.
So, as you go on, you get also... folks get the choice to move the shark, the whale, and so on. So the whales would tip over the boats. The sharks eat folks. But also as the land falls in, more sharks, more whales comes about. So it's a very survival game. And is it take that game? Yes.
Absolutely.
Very heavily take that game. Even if you know you're not going to win it, when you realize you're not going to win it, you're going to go, you know what? I'm not going to win it. I'm just going to cause havoc. And let's see what happens. But my 2010 game is, where are you? Survive. Escape from Atlantis.
You know, I'm so petty in this game, right? That if I know Lewis is coming to the side of the island to get on a boat, and I am on that boat, I'm going to move the boat away from the island just so he can't get on.
Yep, you will.
That's how petty I am in this game, right? But the game is absolute chaotic fun.
Yeah, it is.
You can't take the game too serious.
No.
Because you are going to lose people to sharks. You are going to lose people to things that are going on. I want to say there's a kraken in there, but...
No, that's another one.
Okay. I don't know. But there's something else that eats you or... Anyway. But the game is a lot of fun. You're trying to get your little survivors over there, and you got so many of them. You're trying to figure out how to move them. And the cool thing is the land tiles are different thickness.
Yeah.
So you start with the smaller ones first that are sinking, and then it gradually gets to the larger ones. So it is a lot of fun, and they're randomly kind of put out at the start of the game.
Yes, they're random.
The land tiles. So the game's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. Don't take it too serious, or you will get your feelings hurt if you play with me and Lewis. Just telling you. My last game for the 2006-2010 is Snake Oil. Snake Oil is a 2010 game, out of the box publishing, which they're no longer in business, which is sad. 3 to 10 players, 20 to 30 minutes to play, 2086 ranking on BGG. Now, this game is it's a party game. It's my party game on the list. In this game, you are a salesman. You get dealt 2 cards. And you have to put these cards, or you have a group of cards in your hand. You're trying to decide. Somebody will flip over a card that says you have to sell this to a cheerleader, right? And so you may have a card, 2 cards, and it's just weird names. You know, there's like a something and a something. You got to figure out how to make a campaign pitch, a product pitch, to sell it to this cheerleader. And the person that is listening to your campaign, right, they get to vote whether they would buy it or not. Everybody kind of says where they buy it, I believe. But the stories that you come up with to talk about it, and everybody's pitching their idea. Mm-hmm. So I'm pitching my idea. Lewis, you're pitching your idea for whatever 2 cards you picked in your hand that you're going to say, oh, this whatever it is can make pom-poms at the drop of a hat. If you want different colored pom-poms, this thing will make it in 5 minutes, right? And this machine will do this, and mine may be something like it's a yell machine, right? So all you have to do is tell what you want it to yell, and it'll yell it out so you don't hurt your voice. And so you're trying to sell these products. It is so funny. And when I play it with my mom, who was in her 80s, late 70s, early 80s, she didn't get the concept of the game, so it was very fun listening to her come up with a sales pitch of why you needed her product. It was fantastic. This game's a lot of fun. You have to have an imagination to play it, for sure, and you have to be kind of a salesperson to play it. You have to be a good, what do you say? I don't want to say liar. You're not really a liar, but you're just trying to convince people to buy your product, and you're just making up stuff that this thing can do, right? Whatever it is. But Snake Oil is a lot of fun. That's why it's my 2010 game. Give it a shot if you can find it. I think it's still out there. I think they even have a junior one. I'm not sure. But it's a lot of fun. A lot of cards in the box. It is crazy fun. If you get a chance, check it out. But that's my list for 2006-2010 games.
You have mentioned that before, and I've tried to find it. I haven't found it yet. And I want to get it because I know if I can get it out there, like you say, selling to a cheerleader, I'll be going, oh, you have competition to be the top cheerleader. This will get you to that top spot.
Cheer competition, they'll break everybody's legs for you.
No, this little virus will give everybody the run.
Oh my God, you're selling a virus. Come on, man. We're not trying to knock folks off. That's great.
That's me.
Yeah, that's
but
great.
Pom-poms or a way to knock the competition out. Which one would they go for?
That's funny. But it's a lot of fun, and like I said, it's you have to have an imagination to play it for sure. So, well, that's our games. Lewis, you got anything else you want to add?
No. Next one will be our 2011 to 2015.
That's correct.
And I bet you we're gonna have some that no one has heard of, probably too.
And I'm trying to pick games that are not always talked about as well, that I've had a good time playing, and I think they're great games in that time period. You know, there were a lot of different games in 2000 from this list, 2006, 2010, that I talk about all the time, that I could have put on this list and said, hey, fantastic game, go play it, and we always talk about them. But I'm trying to get some games out there that people, aren't talking about that are good games if you give them a shot.
Yes, like I know very...
You know a lot of things. What?
Well, if you've seen the videos, if you've seen the previous videos, so far each 5 years I believe I've had a trivia game on there.
Possibly, yeah. I think you had Disney once.
Once, and Seen It.
Seen It, yeah.
And now I know. I like trivia. The thing is, I just don't have a group anymore to do trivia, but it's the unique trivia I like.
It is a lot of fun.
Trivia Pursuit.
Well, guys, thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like. And Lewis and I really appreciate you watching. Give us a comment of what you think about these games from 2006, 2010. What are some of your favorites? Do you think our list was okay, or you think there were some better games out there? I know there were some better games out there, but I chose games that we don't always talk about so people can hear about newer games or different games. Not necessarily new, but different. Guys, like I always say, what do I say, Lewis? Get a board game to the table. Spend time with your friends, your family, and I really do thank you for watching Calvin's Guide Game.